Yo guys, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, and in this video I will be going over the week 7 recaps, going over my predictions that I made, where I was right, where I was wrong, and just looking at the teams, looking at what teams are picking things up, what teams are slowing down. But yeah, I'm just going to hop right into this video. Starting out this week, it was the Browns versus Ravens. Now, I predicted the Ravens to win this game, but I also said that this game was going to be close and a pretty physical game. We got that, kind of. The Ravens won 23-20. Honestly, I'm kind of a little disappointed in how the Ravens have been playing. They don't look like a very high-powered offense that I expected them to be. Now, granted, yes, they have a different team from the last few seasons to now. But, yeah, no, they don't look amazing. Lamar Jackson had a decent game, but not an amazing game. But they grinded this one out, and really nothing else to say. It was a pretty close game. I didn't get to watch it, but I'm sure it was enjoyable. The next game was the Buccaneers versus the Panthers. And boy, do I have a lot of explaining to do on my prediction for the Super Bowl. I had the Buccaneers making the Super Bowl because the NFC is obviously very open, and I don't really know where it could go now because the Buccaneers got stomped by the Panthers 21-3. Is it too late to turn the ship around? No. But losing to the Panthers in that manner is ridiculous. I think they have a few injuries, but I don't think that excuses anything. I personally just don't see the Buccaneers turning it around and getting to a Super Bowl. I don't see it happening. I will be very shocked if it happens, but yeah, no, that was insane. That's so bad for the Buccaneers, but I hope they can kind of pull something together, but I don't think they will. Now, the next game on the list, I had the Bengals beating the Falcons. Now, I also said that this game was going to be close. It wasn't. It was 35-17, granted. But this game was... I don't really care for either of these teams, but yeah, no, I guess it's nice to see the Bengals win a pretty dominantly game, but I don't really have too much to say on either of these teams. Pretty uninteresting game and uninteresting matchup. So I'm just going to move on to the next game. The next game was the Cowboys versus the Lions. I had the Cowboys winning this game, and they did win this game, 24-6. Pretty dominant win. I think Dak was back this game as well. I didn't really see how he played. I didn't really get to watch any of these games. But, yeah, no, Cowboys won. That's to be expected. The Lions aren't very good. Lions won't be very good for a good while. So, yeah, no, nothing really to expect out of this one. Cowboys are still looking good, though. Pretty good defense and everything. They look pretty good. But I'm just going to move on to the next one. The next game was the Giants versus the Jaguars, where the Giants barely beat the Jaguars 23-17. 6-point game. Jaguars could have scored a touchdown and ended it. But, yeah, no, Giants won this game. They're staying on their hot streak. Fair enough. It doesn't really matter if they win by a mile or an inch. Who cares? Doesn't matter. They won the game. That's all that matters. So, yeah, no, I'm kind of excited to see the Giants winning, though. I like Saquon Barkley. I think he's a really good running back. I like to see franchises start to turn stuff around after a little bit of time. The next game on the list was an annoying one for me. The Packers versus the Commanders. Now, I had the Packers winning this game, and they lost this game 23-21. Third straight loss. Yeah, no, not looking too good for the Packers. I know Aaron Rodgers in his post-game interview was saying, they still have time to turn it around and everything like that. They do, and yes, they do have injuries. But turn it around in what way? This is not a Super Bowl team. It doesn't matter. I would be very shocked if the Packers can make a Super Bowl. That if they make a Super Bowl with this team, but they couldn't make it with the last teams of the last few seasons, I'm shook. But yeah, no, horrible outing from the Packers. And the Commanders, they did their thing. They're not a good team. I'll stand with that. They're not a good team. But yeah, no, they did their thing, I guess. The next game was the Colts versus the Titans. I had the Colts winning this game. They did not. The Titans won this game 19-10. Yeah, no, I didn't really care about either of these teams, and I didn't really know who to pick. I thought it was going to be a pretty close game, which I guess 9 points, that can be kind of close, but it seems like it was a very defensive game, so I don't really know. Nothing too crazy in this game. I don't think either of these teams are very Super Bowl equipped, especially being in the AFC. That's not going to happen. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Moving on to the next game, it was the Texans versus the Raiders. I had the Raiders winning this game pretty easily, and they did win it pretty easily, 38-20. The Raiders' rushing is very, very good. They look pretty good, and they look like they're starting to pull stuff together. But it's one game. Are they going to make the playoffs? Probably not. But maybe a season down the line, if they get the chemistry together, they could be a deep run playoff team. Who knows? So yeah, no, that's pretty much all I've got to say on that game. Next game was the Jets versus Broncos. I had the Jets winning because the Broncos' offense is trash. And yes, they won because of the Broncos' offense. The Jets beat them 16-9. The Broncos are horrible. They're so bad. They cannot play football this year. It is horrendous. The fact that all these Bronco fans were super excited to get Russell Wilson is kind of embarrassing. Now, yeah, no, I don't know. The Jets, they're continuing their thing, and just like the Giants, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or win by a mile. A win's a win. You take it and you move on, and it's good to see that the Jets are starting to turn things around as well. The next game was the Chiefs versus 49ers, where the Chiefs beat the 49ers 44-23. They blew them out. Thought this game would be a little bit closer, but I also will say the main problem with the 49ers is their quarterback. Jimmy G is just not it. He's not that good. So, yeah, no, not a lot to say on this game. The Chiefs look like the Chiefs. I will say, though, for the 49ers fans, Christian McCaffrey does fit on that team. And I think that is something to look forward to. If Trey Lance gets back and Trey Lance starts playing good, that team is going to be good. I really do believe that. But this game just didn't show it. They lost by 21 points. So but that is what it is. Moving on to the next game, it's the Seahawks versus Chargers. I had the Chargers win this one, another one that I was wrong on. 37-23, the Seahawks did their thing, and they continue to surprise me with their offense. Super underrated offense. Geno Smith is doing his thing out there, and I respect him for it. Yeah, no, really good for the Seahawks. So yeah, no, they look good, and I'm kind of excited to see how Geno's going to do for the rest of the season and going into next season. I don't know if the Seahawks will make the playoffs. I think they're actually top of their division right now because their division is not playing very good. But, yeah, no, who knows? They might be able to squeeze in the playoffs and maybe make a run because no one really knows. The NFC is up for grabs. Like I said, anyone can jump up and get it. But moving on to the next game, it was the Steelers versus Dolphins on Sunday Night Football. I had the Dolphins, and I thought the Dolphins would smash the Steelers. They didn't. It was 16-10. Yeah, no, not too many takeaways from this game. It was his first game back, so kind of exciting. But, yeah, no, Dolphins won. They got it done. That's all that matters. Not really an entertaining game, though. So, yeah, no, moving on to the next one. This one shocked me to my core. The Bears versus the Patriots. I thought the Patriots were going to win by a significant amount. But the Bears won by a significant amount. They beat them 33-14. I don't really know how to feel about either of these teams. It looks like the Bears are starting to put a little bit more trust into Justin Fields, which is something I like to see. Now, granted, he did throw an interception this game, and he seems to be on a streak of throwing interceptions. But you have to trust your quarterback if you want to win games. It doesn't matter if he's amazing, great, or mid. you have to trust him. And I think Justin Fields falls into the mid category. You just put some trust into him. And yeah, no, Bears defense looked good. That's it's pretty good for them. As for my predictions, I did get 4 incorrect. I got the Patriots 1 wrong, the Packers 1 wrong, the Buccaneers 1 wrong, and also the Colts 1 wrong. But I think I did a pretty good job of predicting. And later on today, I probably will post my Week 8 predictions. If not later on today, later on this week, hopefully, I guess on Thursday. But yeah, no, this is pretty much it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, no, that's it. Peace.